Good day. Thanks for joining me. It's 5 o'clock. Time for your local news on BBB TV 12. I appreciate you being with us. Also, Channel 230 in Campbell County via the internet and all of our media platform sources as well. We appreciate you being with us today on this Friday. Good-looking day out there today. We're expecting some sunshine today, and indeed we got it. So as we look outdoors today, we'll see again plenty of sunshine, some hazy clouds out there. But again, looks like we're going to mostly sunny skies for the rest of the evening. 44 degrees, our official high for today here in Oak Ridge, 51% humidity. The winds have been gusting anywhere between about 15 to 25 miles an hour. Barometric pressure holding steady now at 30.22. Dew point at around 27. So with that, wind chill feels like about 37 out there as we see it right now. So tonight we'll see mostly clear skies, about 30 degrees overnight tonight, not as cold as we've seen today. Saturday sunshine with a high near about 55 degrees with light winds as well. So no doubt the best day for the weekend is this Saturday. And of course Sunday more rain is expected, as Brandon Bonds will talk about that in just a few minutes. Well, actually Brandon is off today, but we'll have to give you your 5-day forecast here in just a few minutes. So just found out that again Brandon is off today. So your weather and all will come up in just a few minutes, so stay with us. In a report today, a Wednesday evening traffic accident. We now know in Oak Ridge sent 2 people to UT Medical Center, one with what was described as serious injuries. This crash was reported at around 7 o'clock at or near the intersection of Milton Lake Drive and Edgemore Road, a very busy road as we know. It involved a dump truck and an SUV. Both of the injured parties were taken to UT Medical Center by ambulance for treatment of their injuries. Now details, of course, including the identities of those involved and the names or the extent and nature of their injuries has not been made public, as Oak Ridge Police doesn't release that information any longer on traffic reports. Now, Wednesday's crash remains under investigation by the Oak Ridge Police Department. They, along with the Oak Ridge Fire and Public Works Department, did respond to the crash, as did the Anderson County Emergency Medical Services Unit as well. Again, more than likely not know a whole lot more on that, but again, hopefully those 2 people will be fine. Officials from the National Nuclear Security Administration, as mentioned yesterday, and Consolidated Nuclear Security, on Thursday celebrated 2 new facilities that will soon begin operations in the spring at the Y-12 National Security Complex. The new fire station and Emergency Operations Center replaces buildings that were constructed back in the 1940s, so the ribbon was cut yesterday inside the fire station, as you see. Now, both new facilities were NNSA pilot projects designed to streamline the efficiency and delivery of construction projects under about $50 million, but we were told yesterday it could exceed 68 since they had to go through the pandemic and costs did increase, according to Y-12 site manager Gene Sievers. He told us again there yesterday that the project, again, is well underway, and hopefully they'll have that open by spring. Also, Jim Blair, the project manager for construction of both facilities, reminded those in attendance that construction began in the middle of a pandemic. The fire station will provide engine space for Y-12 Fire Department equipment, personnel, and training activities designed to provide easy entry and out for equipment, of course, enhancing response capabilities on site. Also, the new EOC you've seen inside there moments ago will provide a state-of-the-art facility for 24/7, about 100 plant employees through the Y-12 fire and EMT services, including monitoring that will consolidate emergency operations management, communication, and response technical support into one location, of course, to enhance emergency management. So again, as we were there on site yesterday with much of the other media representatives in the area, again, seeing inside the EOC facility there, which will house, of course, the fire department officials and training rooms upstairs as well. Covenant Health System was recognized today for the largest single donation in Roane State history. Covenant gave land to the college, which will be the site of the new Knox Regional Health Science and Stimulation Center, future home of Roane State and TCAT Knoxville's Health Science Programs building. The celebration was held at Park West Medical Center, Park West Boulevard, in the Dogwood Conference Room today at 10 o'clock this morning. Roane State is the recipient of about 10 acres of land to construct again the new facility, which is directly across the roadway from Park West Medical Center. We will have more on this with photos hopefully from the event on Monday's newscast, as again that event happened earlier today in Knoxville. Hey, nearly every county in Tennessee did end 2022, as we mentioned last week, with lower unemployment rates. That according to the December 2022 data released by the Department of Labor and Workforce Development. 89 of the state's 95 counties reported rates right now that they say that decreased in December. Now, the counties, or we should say 3 counties, experienced steady unemployment during the month, while unemployment increased in the remaining 3 counties. Now, here in Anderson County, unemployment fell by about 0.3 of a point from 3.1 to 2.8%, and the state says that 995 people are listed as unemployed in Anderson County right now. Campbell County's unemployment rate declined by 0.4 of a point, falling from 3.5% in November to 3.1 to close out the year. The state identifies 524 individuals as unemployed in Campbell County. The unemployment rate in Morgan County dipped by 0.2 of a point from 3.7 to 3.5, with about 274 people listed as unemployed in Morgan County. Roane County, it decreased by 0.4 of a point to 3.1 in December from November's 3.5. 741 people are now being listed as unemployed in Roane County. Knox County, the largest in the area, saw unemployment fall from 2.8 to 2.4% in December, with 5,956 there listed as unemployed in Knox County. Williamson County did lead the state with the lowest unemployment rate at 2.1%. Bledsoe County, its rate was the highest in the state at around 5.3%. Hey, Wednesday, Governor Bill Lee announcing that he will deliver his 5th State of the State address to the General Assembly and fellow Tennesseans this coming Monday, February 6th. That'll be Monday, a week from this Monday, and that will be at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. The joint session, of course, will be taking place in the House Chamber of the Tennessee State Capitol. The address will be aired statewide on public television stations and even some local radio stations as well. After the break, more news. Stay with us.
If you've been injured in an accident and you've been getting a cold shoulder, then let OEB Law put the insurance companies on ice. As many times as it takes. Let OEB Law fight for you. We will fight the insurance companies every step of the way. Let us handle the insurance company. Call OEB Law and get the power play you deserve. And turn your wreck into a check.
I'm Amanda, one of the RN shift leaders at Roane Medical Center. I love the sense of community that we have here. It's unlike anything I've ever experienced, and that's why I choose Roane Medical Center.
I choose Roane Medical Center because this is where my heart is. My family and friends use Roane Medical Center, and I want everyone that comes through our doors to have an experience that makes them as proud of Roane Medical Center as I am.
Find out why Roane Medical Center is the best choice for your future in healthcare. Learn more at RoaneMedicalCenter.com.
When should you get tested for COVID-19? You have symptoms of COVID-19, such as runny nose, congestion, sore throat, fever, cough, shortness of breath, muscle pain, headache, chills, or loss of taste or smell. Current testing recommendations say everyone should get tested immediately if they have symptoms of COVID-19. If you have symptoms, be sure to follow recommendations about how long to stay home and away from others. For more information, visit our If You Are Sick or Test Positive webpage.
We treat you like family at RMG. Bring your junk, cars, aluminum cans. We buy it on the spot and we pay you a lot. We treat you like family at RMG. Yeah, we treat you like family at RMG. We treat you like family.
Roane Metals is located just off of Highway 27 between Herman and Rockwood.
Daniel Forrester has been recognized as one of East Tennessee's leading attorneys for nearly 2 decades. Civil disputes, criminal defense, divorces, and juvenile custody cases are all part of an impressive resume. Daniel's legal experience also includes representing clients in local, state, and federal courts. A husband and a father, Daniel is a Rule 31 certified mediator who has represented hundreds of families in Chancery Court. Call Daniel Forrester Law Office at 865-457-7900 for a free consultation.
Earl Duff Pre-Owned Center in Harriman is East Tennessee's best choice for pre-owned vehicle sales and service. Earl Duff is a name you know and trust, and we have been meeting the automotive needs of Roane and surrounding counties for over 49 years. Shopping with us is easy, and we treat our customers like family. From sales to finance to service, we're your one-stop shop for everything automotive. Don't settle for less with your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Come to Earl Duff Pre-Owned Center in Harriman or online at duffpreowned.com.
Welcome back to Friday edition of news, 27th of January. Now, if it hasn't changed since yesterday, as we mentioned, the town of Oliver Springs, of course, is looking to replace a Board of Aldermen seat that was now left vacant when Jason Stiltner, who was an alderman, was elected mayor in the Oliver Springs town. So they're seeking one person to fill his unexpired seat. And, of course, if you want to be an alderman for the city, go down to the City Hall. Contact them there in person would be the best way. You can simply call them at 435-7772. Again, that seat will be vacant until the next election. So if you're appointed to it, you'll serve again around 2 years before the next election. TVA has extended the public comment period, as we mentioned on this week's newscast, kind of giving you the update on it as it's getting nearer to the deadline now, as they've extended the period for the environmental assessment of Bull Run that was issued as part of the utilities process of shuttering the coal-fired power plant by the end of this year following a public hearing earlier in the month. The new deadline is now February 2nd, extended from January 19th. The meeting on January 12th was to hold a meeting to allow officials to answer questions and hear comments concerning the issuance of a pollutant discharge elimination system permit to TVA for the facility. The permit would again authorize TVA to discharge cooling water, process wastewater and stormwater runoff from Bull Run, as well as operations of a cooling water intake system. About 30 people attended this month's hearing. The day after that, however, that's when TVA said they'll extend the deadline period now for comments until February 2nd. TDEC is responsible for issuing the water permits on behalf of the Federal Environmental Protection Agency, but the regulations can and often do change with different presidential administrations, which they did back in 2020. So that's the reason that they have to get a new permit now moving forward. Public school teachers, if you need $25,000 to upgrade your classrooms, here's the deal. Oak Ridge Associated University's Extreme Classroom Makeover once again, hoping to answer that question for a deserving public school teacher within a 50-mile radius of Oak Ridge. The mission of Extreme Classroom Makeover is to improve STEM education in public schools. The competition will award 1/3 through 10th grade science or math teacher at a public school. Again, the $25,000 in new equipment to replace their classroom with the latest technology. A runner-up's going to get $5,000 in new equipment, so that's not bad, and even a $2,500 Viewer's Choice Award selected by the general public from among all the entries. That application period is going to be about, I think January 31st, so it's coming up pretty quickly. Again, I think it's Tuesday next week, so again, it's January 31st, the deadline to get those entries in. If you're out there and you're a teacher and you watch our newscast, we're just giving you the heads up again on what to do in concerning that. So again, $25,000, pretty good price there, pretty good way, I should say, of getting some upgrades for the classroom. Also in the news for today, Great Smoky Mountains National Park is telling us that they're launching the Park It Forward program, which requires visitors to buy and display a valid parking tag for any vehicle parking for more than 15 minutes in the national park. Of course, to make the transition as smooth as possible, the park will offer early sales of, annual parking tags starting January 17th, which is underway now. The $40 annual parking tags are available as well for purchase. You can do that online through Great Smoky Mountains Association or any of the park's visitor centers. You can just go and buy that $40 pass and have it done. Now, annual tags purchased prior to March 1st will be again valid through the end of March of 2024. The $5 daily and $15 weekly parking tags will become, of course, available for purchase starting February 21st at 10 a.m., and that would be at recreation.gov. Park users will directly then contribute to protecting the park when they do receive or buy one of those parking tags. So you're helping out all the way around, and again, It's a good way, I guess, to receive some funds to keep the national park looking as good as it does. One of the most, if not the most visited in the nation. Back with more news. So we'll be back with your weather, sports, and then funeral announcements. Stay with us.
If you've been injured in an accident, let OEB Law fight for you. We will fight the insurance companies every step of the way. Call OEB Law today and turn your wreck into a check.
Earl Duff Pre-Owned Center in Harriman is East Tennessee's best choice for pre-owned vehicle sales and service. Earl Duff is a name you know and trust, and we have been meeting the automotive needs of Roane and surrounding counties for over 49 years. Shopping with us is easy, and we treat our customers like family. From sales to finance to service, we're your one-stop shop for everything automotive. Don't settle for less with your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Come to Earl Duff Pre-Owned Center in Harriman or online at duffpreowned.com.
I choose Roane Medical Center because this is where my heart is. My family and friends use Roane Medical Center, and I want everyone that comes through our doors to have an experience that makes them as proud of Roane Medical Center as I am. I'm Nancy Easter, Manager of Materials at Roane Medical Center, and I'm so happy to work for an employer that values me and makes me feel appreciated.
Find out why Roane Medical Center is the best choice for your future in healthcare. Learn more at roanemedicalcenter.com.
As soon as I walked in the door and saw just the ambiance of the place, I thought, wow. I said, this is really nice. Everyone is just great with all of the residents.
I call this the Alexander House of Angels.
This is an example of one of our rooms. This is considered a large studio. We do have 4 different size rooms. They all have their own private bathrooms. They all have a small kitchenette.
I always tell residents that they feed us wisdom. I feel like that's a big special part of working in assisted living.
And it's a big family here. Everyone is very nice.
Look out for each other.
They do. She's made a lot of friends. It's been that from day one.
Yeah, it has. I love our building, our people, but I tell you, I wouldn't be anywhere else.
If you've been injured in an accident and you've been getting a cold shoulder, then let OEB Law put the insurance companies on ice. As many times as it takes. Call OEB Law and leave the icing to the professionals.
And welcome back to TV 12 Local News. Brandon Bonds is off today, so we'll give you your newscast as far as weather, that is, and see how maybe fine-tuning we can make it for you. Looking nationally right now, of course, across the area, in a brief area there, of course, nothing really on radar giving us any major issues right now, of course, across the state of Tennessee and, of course, the southeast. However, northeast up there, quite a bit of snow falling up there, and due to that front that kind of spun through yesterday, so still some showers, snow showers making their way up to the east coast and New England and Maine, of course, and upper New York as well. But to the south, a few little bit of showers starting. The next system will be forming, is coming, of course, from the southwest and bring us moisture in on Sunday. As we look outdoors, a few clouds. 44 degrees, humidity 51%. The winds southwest 15 to about 23, gusting at 23 at times. Barometric pressure 30.22. It's holding steady right now, dew point at 27. Wind chill does feel like 37 outside. Mostly clear tonight, about 30 degrees, and then Saturday, sunshine returns with a high near 55. How about Saturday night? 40% chance of rain begins to move in. That's after the midnight hour. Increasing clouds as well, and a low near 38. So you will begin to see the clouds start moving in before sunset tomorrow evening. How about Sunday? Rain likely, high near 47. Southwest winds around 5 miles an hour. Chance of rain on your Sunday is about 90%. And then Sunday night, there's a 50% chance of rain, mainly before 1 a.m. Patchy fog otherwise before midnight. Then patchy fog after about 3 in the morning, otherwise cloudy and near 41. So again, Sunday night into Monday looks pretty rainy. And then Monday, patchy fog early, 54 degrees, otherwise cloudy with a high near 54. And then Monday night, 20% chance of rain. Next week really looks rainy, to be honest with you. Not much sunshine out there. It's Tuesday, rain likely, cloudy with a high near 48. And chance of precipitation about 70% on Tuesday, unfortunately. So that's what we got for you right now. In weather, so a good day tomorrow, but then after that, downhill again. Moving on to sports for today. High school basketball scores and schedules in girls action from high school basketball. It was Powell. The Lady Panthers over Campbell County, 39-36 in a close match there. The Lady Jackets of Kingston defeats Oneida 56-46. It was Loudon over Midway 50-37. In boys high school basketball, Powell defeats Campbell County 54 to about, actually 58-54, I should say, in that matchup there. Kingston defeats Oneida 81-63, so winner of both matches. Loudon over Midway 69-43. There's a game scheduled for tonight, by the way, in high school basketball. Here's what we know. Scott County will be at Clinton. You can hear that on WYSH. They'll be breaking in during primetime trading time, giving us some updates from Jim Harris. And then, of course, later in the evening, the boys basketball game. And, of course, the conclusion, more than likely, of the girls' games as well after primetime trading time. Halls will be at Anderson County. West will be at Oak Ridge. Oliver Springs going to be playing at Sunbright tonight. Campbell County at Central. Jellicoe at Hancock County. Wartburg will be in Coalfield this evening. Powell at Carnes. Kingston will be traveling to Meigs County. Greenbacks at Oakdale. Harriman travels up 27 to travels down 27 to Rockwood. And Midway will be at Monterey Union County at Alcoa. That's your high school lineup for this evening. Hey, Lady Vols basketball, wow, you want to win that big game nationally televised. They almost come back for a chance, but boy, it just got ugly at the end. Senior Jordan Horston poured in 27 points, but it just wasn't enough to overcome a sharp shooting number 5 UConn squad that hit 57% from behind the arc. That was Thursday night in defeating Tennessee by a score of 84-67 in front of a crowd of about 13,800 at the arena. Horston added 7 rebounds to go with her season high, tying 27 points to lead the Lady Vols. Senior Rakia Jackson finished with 13 on the night, while sophomore Julian Hollingshead managed 11 points and a team high 9 rebounds. The Lady Vols still face another ranked opponent on Monday, traveling to Baton Rouge for a 7 o'clock tip-off against number 4 LSU. That will be broadcast on ESPN2. And taking on a brief hiatus from conference play, number 4 Tennessee set to host number 10 Texas in this year's edition of the SEC Big 12 Challenge Saturday, beginning at 6 o'clock tomorrow night inside Thompson Bowling Arena. Fans can watch the game on ESPN as they're still there for game day as well. A big matchup there in, again, ESPN's College Game Day at the arena. The show featuring host Reese Davis, Joe Biles, and also Alfonso Ellis and Seth Greenberg. Also live on ESPN, 11 noon in the morning, broadcasting from Thompson Bowling Arena. So we hope that they do well. Big SEC challenge for the Vols tomorrow. Now time for an Oak Ridge football update we now have. Tonight at 7, right here on TV 12. Special treat for you tonight, right here. Again, at 7 tonight, as David Clary had the chance to sit down with the new Oak Ridge head football coach, Derek Roane. So make sure to tune in tonight immediately following primetime trading time to get to, again, know all about Oak Ridge's new head football coach. Right here at TV 12 tonight at 7 o'clock. Moving to funeral announcements for this January 27th. Bishop James Carroll Bandy, 90 of Oak Ridge. Bishop Bandy passed away on Wednesday. The Bandys served Oak Ridge Church of God longer than any other pastor in the church history. Now, the family will receive friends on Monday, January 30th, 1 o'clock to 2 at Heritage Church of God in Oak Ridge. The funeral service will follow at 2 o'clock with Bishop David Bandy Jr. and Dr. Otis Ball officiating. The graveside service will follow immediately after an Oak Ridge Memorial Park. Mont McCamey Funeral Home in charge of arrangements. Dorothy Latham Cook, age 80, of Powell, passed away peacefully Wednesday at her home. She was a faithful member of Temple Baptist Church. The family will receive friends on Saturday, January 28th from 4 until 6, with service at 6 o'clock at Holly Gamble Funeral Home in Clinton. Wilmer C. Maynard 81, passing away on January 24th. The family will receive friends Saturday, tomorrow, between 4 and 6 at Andersonville First Baptist Church, with his celebration of life to follow. Holly Gamble Funeral Home in charge of those arrangements. Les Morgan, 61 of Oliver Springs, passed away Tuesday, January 24th. Visitation now set from 1 o'clock till 3 this Saturday, tomorrow, at Kellytown Baptist Church in Oliver Springs. Celebration of life will follow at 3 o'clock, Premier Sharp Funeral Home, serving the Morgan family. Mr. Caleb Moore, 19 of Wartburg, passed away January 22nd. The family will receive friends on Saturday, tomorrow, at Schubert Funeral Home in Wartburg, 12 o'clock till 2, with a memorial service to start at 2 for him. Dale Adam Thurmer, 73 of Oak Ridge, passed away at his home Sunday last weekend. Visitation now scheduled 12 to 2 on Saturday, January 28th at Premier Sharp Funeral Home in Oliver Springs. Service will begin there at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Ashley Jordan Hagee, 31 of Harriman. Ashley Hagee passed away January 21 at Methodist Medical Center. She was of the Baptist faith. The family will receive friends Saturday, January 28th from 1 till 3 at Davis Funeral Home in Harriman. Memorial service will start there at 3 as well. Ray Howell, Pop Howell, passed away January 20th. He was a member of Lancaster Assembly of God Church in Lancaster, New Hampshire, and also attended and was a member of churches of the Post Oak Springs Christian Church in Rockwood and the First Christian Church in Harriman later years. Memorial service to be held tomorrow, 1 o'clock. And that's at Post Oak Springs Christian Church, east of Rockwood Highway 70. Military honors will be conducted at 2 by the Roane County Honor Guard. Fraker Funeral Home directing. Joe Mack Lesenby, age 77 of Knoxville, passing away on January 14th. Receiving of friends will be 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon at Oak Ridge Memorial Park for graveside. I should say not receiving of friends, but friends will gather at Oak Ridge Memorial Park Sunday at 3 o'clock for graveside. Full military honors as well. Weatherford Mortuary in charge of those arrangements. That's the newscast that we have before you this time on TV 12. Don't forget our programming all week long. We always encourage you to join us. Highway to Heaven at 7 o'clock Saturday night, 10 o'clock Sunday night. Saturday night in the Grove, 8 o'clock tomorrow night, Saturday night as well. Thanks for joining us. Of course, all the church programming all weekend long here on TV 12. Don't forget those. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you back here Monday, Lord willing, with more news. Until then, from all those behind the scenes, so long.
At Roane Medical Center, we are committed to serving this community and providing the best possible care for our patients. We have 20 medical specialists on staff representing all areas of care in a clean and safe environment. You don't have to go out of town to receive excellence in outpatient services, so please don't delay. The care you deserve is right here, right now. For the moments of need, we are here for you.
Talk about the risks associated with the COVID-19 vaccine. But the reality is, it's safer than being tackled by a Tennessee Titan. Give it a shot. Find a free vaccine appointment today at covid19.tn.gov.
Daniel Forrester has been recognized as one of East Tennessee's leading attorneys for nearly 2 decades. Civil disputes, criminal defense, divorces, and juvenile custody cases are all part of an impressive resume. Daniel's legal experience also includes representing clients in local, state, and federal courts. A husband and a father, Daniel is a Rule 31 certified mediator who has represented hundreds of families in Chancery Court. Call Daniel Forrester Law Office at 865-457-7900 for a free consultation.
Earl Duff Pre-Owned Center in Harriman is East Tennessee's best choice for pre-owned vehicle sales and service. Earl Duff is a name you know and trust, and we have been meeting the automotive needs of Roane and surrounding counties for over 49 years. Shopping with us is easy, and we treat our customers like family. From sales to finance to service, we're your one-stop shop for everything automotive. Don't settle for less with your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Come to Earl Duff Pre-Owned Center in Harriman or online at duffpreowned.com.
Roane Metals Group has been serving East Tennessee for decades. Locally owned and operated with convenient hours of operation. Roane Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing's too big or too small. Still have that clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Roane Metals Group are specialists in industrial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Roane Metals urges you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. A member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Roane Metals Group. Turn that scrap into cash.
Sorry I'm late. It's been a long day turning wrecks into checks. Hey, why are the Osbears in the kitchen cooking dinner?
Oh, hey, Tim.
How's it
Welcome
going?
home.
You've been so busy icing the insurance company. They're here to remind you it's hockey season.
Hey, Tim, can you pass me the ketchup?
Sure.
Perfect.
No problem.
Hey, Tim, do you want a burger?
I do.
Medium well?
Yes. Well, that's how the Osbears roll.
Shot by Timo Bam, he scores!
Just past 5:30. Thanks for joining me on this Friday edition of News. I'm Dudley Evans. January 27th it is. Hope you had a good day today. It's good to see some sunshine out there. Still a little chilly out there, so look outdoors on this 27th of January. Clear skies, basically. There's a few clouds floating through the air. And 44 degrees, that's all we could get to today. And wind chill makes it feel like 37 with those winds out of the southwest, 15 to 20, even gusting at 23 occasionally. 51% humidity. Barometer's holding steady, dew point at 27. Tonight mostly clear, about 30 degrees, so we'll see a temperature still below freezing, but hey, it's January, right? Saturday sunshine returns near 55. You can see a little bit about near 60 down near Chattanooga tomorrow, but again, pretty day tomorrow, but then the bottom falls out. Rain moves in Sunday. We'll be back to talk about that in just a few minutes here on Channel 12, so stay tuned for that. First up in the news, now we know that Rockwood City Council, in a unanimous vote this past Monday night, now will raise the garbage rate fee for pickup service for garbage service in Rockwood, going up $1.50 on the next billing cycle. City Administrator Becky Ruppy mentioned that the city has been losing money after Waste Connections, seen here, who is the contractor to remove the garbage from the some 1,700 customers in Rockwood who want the service, had to raise their rates, thus the city losing a little over $1 per customer each month. So she said that in the meeting that the rate increase was necessary. Waste Connections charges the city about $11.83 per customer. That's the reason for now the $12 charge, up from $10.50, the current rate that you're being charged at this time, but it will go up to $12. And it'd be on your water and gas bill as well. That's where they put that fee on there for garbage pickup. So again, that's the new rate coming up more likely in February's billing of the Rockwood Water and Gas Sewer bill. The garbage bill will be on there if you are on that list. State Representative Monty Fritz, seen here, will be part of a meeting tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, January 28th, beginning at 9 a.m. in the morning at the Shiloh Baptist Church Fellowship Hall. That's located at Highway 58 south of Kingston and just 1 mile south on the 72 junction. He will be there to meet with TDOT officials as they discuss what is called their Yellow Dot program, and will be able to answer questions as well as meeting the constituents in the area of South Roane County. Everyone's invited, according to Monty, to attend again at 9 o'clock, Shiloh Baptist Church Fellowship Hall, Decatur Highway, Highway 58 south of Kingston, that meeting tomorrow. I'm not sure if they're going to discuss 72 widening project or not, whether that's on the list. I'm sure it will come up, no doubt about that, but again, that meeting is tomorrow. Pretty quiet evening last night in Roane County as far as emergency traffic is concerned, but there were one accident or incident where a FedEx tractor trailer was seen at the shoulder at the Kingston westbound on-ramp last night after allegedly being bumped or involved in an accident with a car, which apparently they couldn't find. It fled the scene. No other injuries were reported in that. No injuries as well. This afternoon, around just before 4 o'clock, An accident on the 1400 block of Galahar Road seen EOC officials there, emergency management officials. THV, a box truck apparently involved in a wreck there with a car. Nobody seriously injured, but a little fuel spillage there. So again, Galahar Road at that point was kind of shut down for a few minutes, but back open this afternoon around 4 o'clock. But pretty unusual for this time of year. Actually pretty unusual for Roane County. We haven't seen many accidents, traffic accidents this week, so that's always good news. A Wednesday evening traffic accident in Oak Ridge did send 2 people to UT Medical Center, one with what was described as serious injuries. The crash reported around 7 or near the intersection of Melton Lake Drive and Edgemore Road and involved a dump truck and an SUV. Now, both of the injured parties were taken to UT Medical Center by ambulance for treatment of their injuries. Details, including the identities of those involved and the nature of their injuries, has not been made public and will not by the Oak Ridge Police Department because they don't give out that information any longer. Wednesday's crash remains under investigation by the Oak Ridge Police. They, along with the Oak Ridge Fire and Public Works Department, responded to the scene, as did the Anderson County Emergency Medical Service Unit, which, of course, no doubt went there since they were injuries. Officials from the National Nuclear Security Administration, as mentioned yesterday, and Consolidated Nuclear Security employees as well, and others, City Manager Mark Watson and Fire Chief Solomon, attended a celebrating of ribbon cutting yesterday for the 2 new facilities that will soon begin operation at the Y-12 National Security Complex, a new fire station and an emergency operations center. The new fire station and emergency operations center replaces buildings that were actually there, and you'll see photos of the old one back in 1940s. Build both new facilities with NSA pilot projects designed to streamline the efficiency and delivery of the construction projects under around $50 million, according to Y-12 site manager Gene Sievers. Jim Blair, the project manager, took us on a tour of the EOC, which is not completed yet. The construction of both facilities, of course, he had the say-so over them, reminded those in attendance that construction began in the middle of the pandemic, and the fire station will provide ample space for Y-12 Fire Department personnel and also the training activities upstairs, as you see that building there. Now, it is designed to provide, he says, easy entry and exit for equipment going in and out of the fire station. And the new EOC will provide a state-of-the-art facility for 24/7 plant systems monitoring, and will consolidate emergency operations management, communications, and response technical support into one location to enhance emergency management to, again, respond to any unforeseen things there at Y-12. After the break, more news. Stay with us.
If you've been injured in an accident, let OEB Law fight for you. We will fight the insurance companies every step of the way. Call OEB Law today and turn your wreck into a check.
Roane Metals Group has been serving East Tennessee for decades. Locally owned and operated with convenient hours of operation. Roane Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing's too big or too small. Still have that clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Roane Metals Group are specialists in industrial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Roane Metals urges you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. A member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Roane Metals Group. Turn that scrap into cash.
Daniel Forrester has been recognized as one of East Tennessee's leading attorneys for nearly 2 decades. Civil disputes, criminal defense, divorces, and juvenile custody cases are all part of an impressive resume. Daniel's legal experience also includes representing clients in local, state, and federal courts. A husband and a father, Daniel is a Rule 31 certified mediator who has represented hundreds of families in Chancery Court. Call Daniel Forrester Law Office at 865-457-7900 for a free consultation.
Earl Duff Pre-Owned Center in Harriman is East Tennessee's best choice for pre-owned vehicle sales and service. Earl Duff is a name you know and trust, and we have been meeting the automotive needs of Roane and surrounding counties for over 49 years. Shopping with us is easy, and we treat our customers like family. From sales to finance to service, we're your one-stop shop for everything automotive. Don't settle for less with your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Come to Earl Duff Pre-Owned Center in Harriman or online at duffpreowned.com.
I choose Roane Medical Center because this is where my heart is. My family and friends use Roane Medical Center, and I want everyone that comes through our doors to have an experience that makes them as proud of Roane Medical Center as I am. I'm Nancy Easter, Manager of Materials at Roane Medical Center, and I'm so happy to work for an employer that values me and makes me feel appreciated.
Find out why Roane Medical Center is the best choice for your future in healthcare. Learn more at RoaneMedicalCenter.com.
As soon as I walked in the door and saw just the ambiance of the place, I thought, wow. I said, this is really nice. Everyone is just great with all of the residents.
I call this the Alexander House of Angels.
This is an example of one of our rooms. This is considered a large studio. We do have 4 different size rooms. They all have their own private bathrooms. They all have a small kitchenette.
I always tell residents that they feed us wisdom. I feel like that's a big special part of working in assisted living.
And it's a big family here. Everyone is very nice.
Look out for each other.
They do. She's made a lot of friends. It's been that from day one.
Yeah, it has. I love our building, our people, but I tell you, I wouldn't be anywhere else.
Welcome back. In a press release sent to us today, and now we know that Kingston native Charles Elmore, seen here, has been named Director of Family Promise of Roane County. Elmore is a native of Kingston, graduating, of course, from Roane County High School in 1998. He was the recipient of the Adrian Lindbergh Humanitarian of the Year Award that same year and began college at Roane State Community College, where he studied business and education. Now, during his time there, he served also as Senator and Treasurer of the Student Government Association and, of course, founding editor of the Roane State Review at that time. Now, he earned an associate's degree in 2000, and the same year, he served as a short-term missionary in Asia. He has also served on the board for a variety of local nonprofits and the state and regional library board as well. In 2017, he co-founded Outdoor Kingston, a 501c3 nonprofit, with fellow Kingston resident and Vice Mayor of Kingston, Tara Stockton. Charles spent, 17 years in education, working as a school librarian and technology teacher. Elmore's experience outside of education includes the Roane County Industrial Development Board, Oak Ridge National Laboratory Profit Management Incorporated, Airport 82 and Associates, and the Weekly Times, the National Park Service, and issuance and insurance as well. Congratulations. Covenant Health was recognized today for a great donation, largest single donation in Roane State's history, giving them some land today. Roane State, again, the recipient is Covenant, gave land to the college, which will be the site of the new Knox Regional Health Science and Simulation Center, future home of Roane State and TCAT's Knoxville Health Science programs. The celebration was held at Park West Medical Center's Dogwood Conference Room at 10 o'clock this morning. Roane State is the recipient of about 10 acres of land to construct their new facility, which is directly across the roadway from Park West Medical Center. We will have more on this, hopefully on Monday, with photos, as the Roane State staff or the secretaries will be sending us some photos from that today. We're just unable to make the event today due to other assignments. Nearly every county in Tennessee, Roane County doing all right in 2022 with lower unemployment rates. That, according to the latest stats from the Department of Labor and Workforce Development. 89 of the county's 95 counties reported rates that decreased in December. Now, 3 counties experienced steady unemployment during the month, with unemployment increasing in the remaining 3 counties. Roane County's unemployment rate decreased by 0.4 of a point to 3.1% in December from November's 3.5%. By the way, in Roane County, the state does identify 741 people as being unemployed and getting benefits. The unemployment rate in Morgan County dipped by 0.2 of a point from 3.7% in November to 3.5% last month. They have 274 listed on unemployment there. In Anderson County, the unemployment listing is around 994 people, but their unemployment rate in Anderson County fell by 0.3 of a point from 3.1 to 2.8. Knox County, the largest in the area, saw unemployment fall from 2.8 to 2.4 in December, with 5,956 listed as getting unemployment checks there. By the way, Williamson County near Nashville led the state with the lowest unemployment rate at 2.1%. And near Cumberland County, Bledsoe County, right across the line there, their rate was the highest in the state at 5.3%. But they just don't have much industry there in Bledsoe County as well. Wednesday, Governor Bill Lee announcing he will deliver his 5th State of the State address before the Tennessee General Assembly, and that'll be Monday, February the 6th, beginning at 7 Eastern Time. And it will take place in the House of Chambers of the Tennessee State Capitol. And, of course, the address will be aired statewide on public television stations as well as online. Town of Oliver Springs still seeking for that one person they need to fill the unexpired term of a seat now vacant. Since Jason Stiltner, seen there in the middle, got the mayor's position, he won last year in November and, of course, was sworn in as well as the new mayor. So that seat that he was sitting as an alderman is now open, and they're needing someone to fill it. Yes, they're having trouble at times to get a quorum together. So if you want to be an alderman in Oliver Springs, Ward number 4, the city would like to talk to you. Go downtown to Oliver Springs City Hall, talk to City Manager Thomas McCormick. Or if Jason Stiltner's there, the mayor, he'll talk to you as well. Or simply call 865-435-7722. 7772, I should say, for more information. That's the news. Back in a moment, we'll have your weather, sports, and fuel announcements. Stay with us.
We treat you like family at RMG. Bring your junk, cars, aluminum cans. We'll buy it on the spot and we'll pay you a lot. We treat you like family at RMG. Yeah, we treat you like family at RMG. Roane Metals will treat you like family.
Roane Metals is located just off of Highway 27 between Harriman and Rockwood.
Earl Duff Pre-Owned Center in Harriman is East Tennessee's best choice for pre-owned vehicle sales and service. Earl Duff is a name you know and trust, and we have been meeting the automotive needs of Roane and surrounding counties for over 49 years. Shopping with us is easy, and we treat our customers like family. From sales to finance to service, we're your one-stop shop for everything automotive. Don't settle for less with your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Come to Earl Duff Pre-Owned Center in Harriman or online at duffpreowned.com.
Daniel Forrester has been recognized as one of East Tennessee's leading attorneys for nearly 2 decades. Civil disputes, criminal defense, divorces, and juvenile custody cases are all part of an impressive resume. Daniel's legal experience also includes representing clients in local, state, and federal courts. A husband and a father, Daniel is a Rule 31 certified mediator who has represented hundreds of families in Chancery Court. Call Daniel Forrester Law Office at 865-457-7900 for a free consultation.
I'm Amanda, one of the RN shift leaders at Roane Medical Center. I love the sense of community that we have here. It's unlike anything I've ever experienced, and that's why I choose Roane Medical Center.
I choose Roane Medical Center because this is where my heart is. My family and friends use Roane Medical Center, and I want everyone that comes through our doors to have an experience that makes them as proud of Roane Medical Center as I am.
Find out why Roane Medical Center is the best choice for your future in healthcare. Learn more at RoaneMedicalCenter.com.
There's a lot of talk about the risks associated with the COVID-19 vaccine, but the reality is it's safer than being tackled by a Tennessee Titan. Give it a shot. Find a free vaccine appointment today at covid19.tn.gov.
Sorry I'm late. It's been a long day turning Rex into checks. Hey, why are the Oz Bears in the kitchen cooking dinner?
Oh, hey Tim.
How's it
Welcome
going?
home.
You've been so busy icing the insurance company. They're here to remind you it's hockey season.
Hey Tim, can you pass me the ketchup?
Sure.
Perfect.
No
Thanks.
problem.
Hey Tim, do you want a burger?
I do.
Medium well?
Yes. Well, that's how the Ice Bears roll.
Shot by Timo Bam, he scores!
And welcome back. Got me today to do weather as Brandon's off today, so we'll give you the best shot we got. How about that? As we look to the radar, really up there, everything pretty close right here is pretty dry right now. We're in fair conditions. A lot of the moisture now that came from that storm that actually wreaked some havoc in Texas. in the Gulf Coast state area down there with some tornadoes, then went and moved in, of course, with some snow showers up through Missouri and Arkansas, Illinois, and Chicago, and now near the Great Lakes, what is left of it. But most of the country right now is pretty well dry. Our next system comes in on Sunday, so really nothing to give you any problems for the weekend until around, say, 3 in the morning on Sunday morning. So with that, we'll look outdoors. A few clouds, 44 degrees, humidity 51%. Southwest winds 15 to 20, even gusting to 25 occasionally. They will lay down after the sun goes down. The barometric pressure 30.22, dew point at around 27. Wind chill 37 is what it feels like outside. So tonight, mostly clear. 30 degrees for your wake-up time early in the morning on Saturday, so a chilly start to Saturday. But rebounding nicely on Saturday with sun returning. And high near 55 for your Saturday. As we look into the 5-day forecast, Saturday night, 40% chance of showers. Starts moving in, say, 1 o'clock in the morning, Eastern time. Near midnight on the plateau. Increasing clouds with a low near 38 degrees. And Sunday, rain comes in high near 47. All day long, rain we'll see Sunday. And winds around 5 miles an hour. Chance of rain is about 90% for Sunday, so keep that in mind. Then Sunday night, 50% chance of showers continues, mainly before 1 in the morning. Things starting to taper off a little bit, but fog will start increasing in the overnight on Sunday night into Monday night. Or into Monday, I should say. Cloudy, 41. Monday, patchy fog early, otherwise cloudy all day, 54. Monday night, more rain moves back in, 20% chance. And 39 your low on Monday night. And then Tuesday, rain likely with a high near 48, 70% chance of rain on Tuesday as we see it right now. And that may move right on into Wednesday as well. Moving to sports for today, high school basketball scores and schedules as we know right now. In scores, it was Powell defeating Campbell County 39-36. In girls high school basketball, Kingston defeats Oneida 56-46. It was Loudon over Midway 50-37. In boys scores, Powell defeats Campbell County 54. Excuse me, that should be Campbell County defeating Powell 58-54. Looks like there. Kingston defeats Oneida 81-63. It was Loudon over Midway 69-43. In games for tonight, Scott County will be at Clinton. You can hear that on WISH tonight after primetime trading time, but Jim Harris will kick in occasionally, give you an update on the girls' ball game. And then Halls at Anderson County. West will be here in Oak Ridge tonight. Oliver Springs travels up to Sunbright. Campbell County on the road 75 south to Central. Jellicoe will be at Hancock County. Wartburg, they travel down to Cofield tonight, down Highway 62. And then Powell will be at Carnes. Kingston travels over to Meigs County. Or I should say down to Meigs County tonight. Greenback will be at Oakdale. Harriman travels down 27 to Rockwood, and Midway will be at Monterey, Union County at Alcoa. Lady Vols basketball news. Senior Jordan Horston poured in a game-high 27 points, but it wasn't enough to overcome a sharp-shooting number 5 UConn team that hit 57% from behind the arc. Just as you thought, they didn't need those. They hit them last night in defeating Tennessee 84-67 in front of a crowd of about 13,800 at Thompson-Boling Arena and during ESPN's game day as well. It looks like Horston added 7 rebounds to go with her season high, tying 27 points to lead the Lady Vols. Now, senior Rakia Jackson finished with 13 on the night, while sophomore Jillian Hollingshead managed 11 points and a team high 9 rebounds. Now, the Lady Vols will face another tough opponent this coming Monday, traveling to Baton Rouge for a 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off against number 4 LSU. That'll be broadcast on ESPN number 2. So a tough matchup coming for them again Monday night. Tennessee men taking on tomorrow Texas. That's a ESPN game day all-day event as well, as the game day is in Knoxville for this matchup. Number 4 Tennessee taking on number 10 Texas. It's called the Big 12 SEC Challenge, and it's going all across the Southeast, by the way. But it starts tomorrow night at 6 o'clock on ESPN and online as well at Watch ESPN. And we should mention as well that it'll be live from Thompson-Boling Arena. If you want to go on down there tomorrow, just be part of the game day all-day experience. Of course, Saturday marks just the second top 10 matchup in the 33-year history of Thompson Bowling Arena. On March 2nd, 2019, number 7 Tennessee defeated number 4 Kentucky 71-52. Tennessee has a current home win streak of 5 games against AP top 10 opponents. We hope they keep that up tomorrow. Hey, don't forget a big note tonight here, a big program as Oak Ridge football has a new coach coming on board tonight at 7. We have a special treat for you tonight as David Clary, the voice of the Oak Ridge Wildcats, had the chance to sit down with the new Oak Ridge head football coach, Derek Roane. So make sure you tune in tonight immediately following primetime trading time to get to know all about Oak Ridge's new football coach here tonight at 7 o'clock. Should be interesting. That's sports. Now time for a few announcements. Bishop James Carroll Bandy, 90 of Oak Ridge, passed away on Wednesday, January 25th. The Bandys served Oak Ridge Church of God longer than any other pastor in the church history. The family will receive friends on Monday, January 30th. That'll be 1 o'clock to 2. 1 to 2 Monday at Heritage Church of God in Oak Ridge. The funeral service then will start at 2 o'clock as well, with Bishop David Bandy Jr. and Dr. Otis Ball from Harriman officiating. The graveside service will follow immediately after at Oak Ridge Memorial Park. Mont McCamey Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Dorothy Latham Cook, age 80 of Powell, Tennessee, passed away peacefully on Wednesday, January 25th at her home. She was a faithful member of Temple Baptist Church. The family will receive friends. That'll be Saturday, January 28th, tomorrow, between 4 and 6. And service to start at 6 o'clock after visitation at Holly Gamble Funeral Home in Clinton. Wilmar C. Maynard, 81, passed away January the 24th. The family now to receive friends Saturday, tomorrow, between 4 and 6 at Andersonville First Baptist Church in Andersonville, respectively, with a celebration of life to follow. Holly Gamble Funeral Home in charge of his arrangements. Les Morgan, 61 of Oliver Springs, passed away Tuesday, January 24th. Visitation will be from 1 till 3. That'll be tomorrow, Saturday, the 28th, at Kellytown Baptist Church in Oliver Springs, right off of Windrock Road there. A celebration of life will follow at 3. Premier Sharp Funeral Home is proud to be serving the Morgan family. Mr. Caleb Moore, 19 of Wartburg, passed away last Sunday, January 22nd, after an automobile accident. The family received friends Saturday, January 28th. That's tomorrow at Schubert Funeral Home in Wartburg for Caleb. 12 o'clock, they'll start visitation and go until 2 o'clock. And at the funeral home, Schubert Funeral Home in Wartburg, a memorial service for Caleb Moore will start at 2 o'clock. Dale Adam Thurmer, 73 of Oak Ridge, passed away at his home on Sunday, January 22nd. Visitation will be from 12 until 2. That'll be Saturday, January 28th, tomorrow at Premier Sharp Funeral Home in Oliver Springs. A funeral service will start there at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon as well. Ashley Jordan Hagee, 31 of Harriman, passed away on January 21st at Methodist Medical Center. She was the Baptist faith. The family to receive friends from Miss Hagee Saturday, tomorrow, between 1 and 3 at Harriman's Davis Funeral Home. Memorial service for her will start at 3 o'clock, according to the funeral announcement. Mr. Ray Howell, better known as Pop Howell, passed away January 20th. He was a member of Lancaster Assembly of God Church in Lancaster, New Hampshire. In his earlier years, he was a member of Post Oak Springs Christian Church in Rockwood, and also the First Christian Church in Harriman. Now, memorial service is scheduled for Saturday, tomorrow, January the 28th. That'll be at Post Oak Springs Christian Church in Rockwood. Military honors will be held at 2 o'clock for him, hosted by the Roane County Honor Guard. Fraker Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements. Joe Mack Lisenby, age 77 of Knoxville. Joe Lisenby passed away January 14th. Family and friends will meet at 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon, January 29th at Oak Ridge Memorial Park for graveside with full military honors. Weatherford Mortuary is in charge of those arrangements. Thanks for joining us on today's newscast. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. You deserve that. Don't forget all of our programming here on TV 12 that comes up all over the weekend. Yeah, Highway to Heaven at 7 and 10 o'clock Saturday and Sunday. Saturday night in the Grove. on Saturday night at 8 o'clock. And our church programming all week long as well on Sunday. I'm Dudley Evans. Have a good weekend. From all the Jones family and everybody at TV 12, so long.
At Roane Medical Center, we are committed to serving this community and providing the best possible care for our patients. We have 20 medical specialists on staff representing all areas of care in a clean and safe environment. You don't have to go out of town to receive excellence in outpatient services, so please don't delay.